Angel Reese's teammate makes uncomfortable admission after Chicago Sky's eighth straight loss. A cursory look at the Chicago Sky's record and bright red L's practically scream at you. There are some blotches of green W's thrown around in that 7-21 record, but they're as rare as gold dust. Right around that Minnesota Lynx game where they crushed the WNBA leading team, Angel Reese and company seemed to have turned over a new leaf. However, after that, the Sky went back to their old ways and sank into another losing streak. After their last loss against the Golden State Valkyries, the Chicago Sky boss kept the hopes alive. "I think we've got to continue to use the togetherness," Marsh appealed to the team. The team took that drive and some motivation into their recent matchup against the Phoenix Mercury, shutting them down in the first quarter and leading 19-13. However, that effort couldn't be stretched out over the 40 minutes. The class of Alyssa Thomas and company proved too much for this depleted Chicago Sky side. They fell short in almost every metric, including the boards, which is unlikely even for a bottom-of-the-table Sky side. They just let the Mercury blow past them after that impressive start, losing their eighth straight game, and Michael Onyenwere got frank about their attitude after the game. She told the reporters, "There just has to be a will to win, and we don't have that right now, consistently, and we haven't the entire season. So it's looking at ourselves individually, collectively, and figuring it out because we do have, like we said, 17 or so games left, and we can't just give up on the season, and we haven't, and I know we won't, but we got to figure it out urgently." The Sky are virtually already out of playoff contention, something they hoped to achieve this season. "We're always in win-now mode," Sky general manager Jeff Pagliacca said before the season beginning as he laid out the primary goal, saying, "The goal is to make the playoffs in an extremely competitive league." And their off-season moves signaled the same, bringing in Ariel Atkins for their number 3 pick in the 2025 draft. That turned out to be one of the rookie all-stars, Sonia Citron. Atkins has been injured for a while now with her leg injury, so that was one of the moves that did not pay off. With the face of the franchise, Angel Reese, sitting out with a back injury from carrying the team like some fans joked, the mood around the Sky fans has been pretty glum as they see no future ahead. That could be the mood in the dressing room, too, as there is just a lack of clarity at the present moment. While Coach Marsh mentioned that this season isn't over by any stretch, after their Valkyries loss and the remaining games should be enough to put forth the work ethic and drive to be teammates. As Onyenwere mentioned, the stark difference between their actual results and goals has severely impacted their motivation to win. But till those words translate into some tangible or even intangible results on the court, they remain empty. After this loss, they must accept that there will be no actual results from this season if the team doesn't wake up now and focus on the squad's development and form a proper identity. Their injury woes just won't let them persist and go for the results as they are currently without their premier forward, their backup point guard in Haley Van Lith, after losing their premier point guard, Courtney Vandersloot, earlier in the season. Onyenwere herself has been struggling through injury woes of her own and has only recently returned. Their squad depth was already an issue when the season began. This lengthy injury list hasn't helped their cause, leading to a loss of will to win that they had before it began, play or rest. The Angel Reese dilemma. The Angel Reese injury situation has been weird. Before that nagging back injury, she was dealing with a quad issue before the All-Star break, which kept her out of the last game before that weekend. However, the Sky fans were delighted to see Reese back on the court at the game, and she did not look uncomfortable in any way. The quad issue turned into a back problem, and she missed a couple of games before returning against the Mystics. Just like the Caitlin Clark situation, that comeback came too early, as she has missed 2 games since. Before that, Valkyries game coach Marsh clarified her situation, saying, continued, "You know her back tightened up after the Washington game. So again, more precautionary stuff there. So she'll be out tonight." In that game against the Mystics, Reese did not hold anything back, playing for 32 minutes while scoring 22 points and grabbing 13 rebounds. The intensity of the Valkyries proved too much stress on her back, and she has been ruled out ever since. As Sky continues to lose, the precautions are unnecessary. According to this analyst, there is no question that Reese is the best player on the Sky side, but as history has taught,